Hello, my name is Shadley. I'm welcome back for another episode of Ep13 as USA. In previous episode, we managed to state a lot of the, or a lot of the states integrate. I don't remember what's the term. Incorporate. Yeah, that's the one. But anyway, so now we have quite a bit of demand for extra bureaucracy. Now, luckily, we do have a little bit of the government administration buildings underway. I'm just going to go ahead and prioritize those, get those built as soon as possible, so we'll get that fixed. Not that we're lacking in money or anything like that. We could even potentially consider actually probably increasing... Oh, we can declare another support, or interest rather. I'm going to... I could put that in Congo, potentially, just colonize there slightly, and if we can get the quinine research in a reasonable time span this playthrough, then we should be able to colonize a decent bit down there. That at least would be one option. Because we got most of the Americas, other than... well, actually, no, yeah, Americas we got fully covered already with the claims. So we could alternatively put in... Well, Himalayas would be for the expedition into Tibet, but that's probably not going to happen. Could go for China, I suppose, to get a little bit better relations down that way. Or Indochina. Maybe start getting some influence down here. No, we'll go for Indochina. If we can get some... people that produce silk into our market, that could actually be kind of handy. Now, let's actually have a look at the influence that we have over Grenada. So that is currently plus 16. It is going to be 148, so it's not going to be quite enough to pull them into our market yet. So that's one of the things that we could try to do as a treaty with them is open up some possibilities to produce stuff into their nation, and then we can start increasing our portion of their GDP, thus them becoming a bit more dependent on us, essentially. And that way we can then get quite a bit. Actually, what do they have in here that would be... Okay, there's some opium potential over here. Of course, got the logging. There's some iron and coal. Oh, right, and they did, of course, get the state from Venezuela and that war that we had. They got some sulfur mine potential there, and coal, and, of course, logging. Yeah, so overall... Oh, there is rubber already down here. Of course, I can't build that yet because I don't have the rubber mastication, but if we could maybe... Oh, actually, we can already build that in there. Because, yeah, we can't build the plantations, but we could build some stuff. Let's actually have a look at the Grenadine market. What do they need? They need man of wars, they need some ammunition. They need paper. Okay. Do they have... well, they got some logging camps in here. I'm going to build a paper mill in there. Capital, probably. Actually, let's have a look. Where is the most profitable? Oh, it would be down here. Okay. Actually, I don't... yeah, that would be the most profitable option here. Sure, they've got plenty of peasants in there, so we'll build a paper mill there. But the construction efficiency is going to be quite small, but that's alright. We'll just add it to the list, and then they can get at least a little bit of paper into their market, or a bit more paper into their market. That's going to help them in the long run. So there we go. Our government administration buildings are nearly done. And I suppose after that we'll continue with the railway. Oh, what's this then? Oh, trade privileges with New Granada. You know what? Sure. That's going to give us even more leverage. So let's have a look at now. How is our... So leverage is currently 21. It will be over 200, so we can then get them into the faction. Excellent. Which means that we'll get the mandate a bit faster again, because right now we don't have any larger nations in there. Afro-Antillian National Awakening. Alright then. Now what's the private sector building? Tooling workshop. Some lead mines, textile mills, shipyard. I wonder if this is the one that is using... Massachusetts. I believe that is still Clippers that is producing, isn't it? Yes, it is. Anglo-Canadian mass immigration from Upper Canada to Tennessee. Oh, alright then. What's in... I mean, there's a lot of peasants available, I suppose. There is room for a lot of iron mines. Perhaps we'll go out and build a few in there. And we've got a massive income still. So we could probably go ahead and increase... Actually, how's the... Oh yeah, the investment pool's also increasing. Crooked connections. First of all, how bad is the... well, the landowner's already hit us a little bit. We'll take the minus 20% in action time. Southern planters will hate us a bit further, but honestly, that's fine. And there we go, we hit 60 million in GDP. Still a lot of way, or quite a while to go, but it should be fine. Labour movement already has support of 29%. So that's going quite nicely. Oh, and there's another war in Africa. I think we're just gonna declare neutrality already on that one. Oh, there we go. That's a lot of Anglo-Canadians moving in. And then the railway is now being built. It's going to take a little while still to get the full railway going through, but most of it is going to be done soon. And then we'll get that modifier or the mission done. I don't know what we actually get from this directly, but it triggers an event. So we'll get through that one. Let's go ahead and actually, how's our relations with Hawaii? Is there a way for me to actually... Right, the part of our market at least. We offer knowledge sharing. We was forced on regime change. But we don't have that much different laws right now. We grant them own market, but I don't really want to do that. We're still funding lobbies in there, so at least we've got plenty of... well, the relations are actually pretty good, so we can't actually then improve relations any further. We're guaranteeing their independence. We're funding the lobbies, and... I don't think we have much else in there, actually. Alright then, well, we'll just let them be. I do wonder, actually, if we could reduce the taxes even further. Just about could. How's the legitimacy looking like right now? It's still 51. So I think that's going to be fine for now. I think what we should really do is we're going to increase the construction sector. We've got one being built in Minnesota already, to be fair. So that will help a little bit. How much do we have in... No, we don't have any logging in here yet. We'll build a few more logging in there, and that's going to be just softwood production as well. Oh, there we go, low progress study, but 90% success chance, so that was a decently lucky roll there. Compared to a lot of the other rolls that we've had over the years. But yeah, it might be time for us to build some more construction sectors, quite frankly. So we've got the one being built in Minnesota. We'll probably just build some more in there, quite frankly. Oh, I didn't mean to build one in Virginia. I wanted to build in Minnesota, quite frankly. Virginia one will actually just go ahead and cancel for now. There we go. Me, health systems level 3. Good. We are running a little bit low on the bureaucracy, and I think the institution... Yeah, the social security is... I mean, actually, it might still go through. Yeah, there we go. But there goes most of the extra bureaucracy that we had. So we might need to build some more bureaucratic administrations. I think I'm going to go ahead and get 3 in Kentucky and 2 in Tennessee. Not that we initially need them right there, but it just gets them to nice 5 each. So that should be alright. So what's the... Oh, groceries are still in high demand. So iron price has actually gone down a lot. Wood price is still very high. And we've still got some of the railways underway. Then we'll get the... Oh, right, the opium plantations in Mexico. Alright then, that's slowly improving. How's the... Right, Sweden and Denmark are no longer rivals. But Sweden and Britain are. Oh. Alright then. There we go. Infamy is down to 21. We still probably want to let that drop even further right now. We are trying to improve relations with the Russians. Oh, public address goes right. Oh dear. So there's a minus 15% chance, or minus 10% chance, or we'll take a plus 10% chance for 1 setback. I'm going to take the setback right now. It's a bit of a gamble, but that gives a bit higher chance of passing the law overall, because if we take a 10 or 15 or minus 10 or 15% in there, it's just the chances get so tiny that it's probably not worthwhile to even attempt right now. So New Granada, we can't actually improve relations with you. I do still have a we've got decent relations with the Venezuelans. We could probably improve relations there again. Let's also have a look at the power block again. So is there... Oh, Nicaragua's... Well, they're not initially willing to join in yet. Could maybe go ahead and improve relations there, though. And maybe that way we can get them back into the fold. And also Ecuador. We also already got decent relations in there. Can we get a treaty for the embassy? No, you're not willing to take that run right now. But if we put the embassy there and maybe give you... I mean, defensive pact would be something. Alliance would be even more. That could be... Nah. I mean, we could probably get the investment right, so we can start getting a bit more influence in there. Right, and Alaska has been, well, some of that has been already colonized. And there's the Yukon territory, which I believe is probably claimed by Canada. Yeah, Hudson Bay Company, so the Russians can't actually colonize that. So they're done with colonizing. But of course, I do eventually want to get that for myself. But then to have a fight against the Russians, it's going to be tricky. Not impossible, but tricky. Oh, the regular army is turned to 20... Oh, 24 battalions. Though we'd have more. We'll probably just go and increase this to... Actually, what do we have over here? So the big army is... Oh, right. We'll probably get at least one cavalry. That's going to get us to 25. And then we'll just get a bit more infantry. There we go. So that's going to get us to 30 battalions there. And then the Army of Florida will eventually get to 30 as well. Although I think actually leaving Army of Florida as 20 is going to be quite nice, because we can then do naval invasions with that army. Oh, Hawaiian National Awakening. Alright then, I wonder if that's going to cause some issues down there. Law proposal causes uproar in the Afro-Antillean communities. And the thoughts concern us how? Force the issue through. So we'll lose a bit of bureaucracy, which is not really ideal, because we're already in the negatives. We'll get more radical from the Afro-Antillean pops in Louisiana. And we'll get plus 5% success chance. Or make some token amendments, so we won't get more success chance, but also only get a little bit radicals. We'll just make some token amendments. Or token amendments. So there we go. That is now sorted out. We've got less than 20 infamy. How long do we still have a truce by chance? We do. Another 2 years before we can do another war against Mexico. Now I do actually wonder, Cuba, you are under the Spanish rule, right? Yeah. But I think what we need to do is we need to start increasing our army size quite a bit. Try to get to like, I don't know, 100 battalions or something like that. Like 100 regular battalions. American-French Fellowship offers opportunity. Foreign investment rights agreement with French Republic. Sure, I suppose that's alright. They are a bit wary of me, but maybe investment rights can be handled. We'll put one on either side. Oh, Afro-American National Movement, organized in Colorado. Universal Population... Okay, so I'm kind of thinking that I don't really want to have that national movement get too strong. So we'll just get a bit more radicals in general, but that's alright. There we go. That's sorted out. So lobby opportunity completed. Through National Awakening. At the wake of that, I mean, I'm probably not directly related, to be fair. I do actually wonder... We should probably get some more food industries, because groceries are starting to be in very high demand. Wait, we don't have any in New York? Oh, wow. Okay, let's get one in New York. That seems to be a quite profitable location. Pennsylvania could get one. And then Massachusetts could get one. Maybe another one in New York. There's 5 more food industries. That's going to increase the total grocery production by a wide margin. But we might need to increase the... Well, I suppose even though the grocery cost us a little bit, it's... Alright, we'll get a little bit less dividends. Oh, gold discovered in South Dakota. But we are getting a lot of money right now anyway, so I'm not too concerned about the tax waste. So more gold down here. Yeah, we've got 8 fields there. Oh. Right then. We're in the money. Oh, there we go. The standard of living is 14. That's pretty decent. Japanese talent. We see an opportunity to call in the obligation Empire Japan owes us by requesting the service of the commanders. Kataoka, sorry. Nah, I don't think we need a general right now, or an extra general right now. Or we're going to hire some of our, or some new ones in our own nation when need be. What we might do though is we might set up a new army in the Pacific coast. Call it the Pacific Army. And then from here we'll start building up a bit of an army onto the west coast. So we'll get some infantry probably from these two. Oh, we already had something in there. Oh, alright then. We'll get one from Idaho. So that is now 10 battalions. Then we'll get some artillery from California. And we'll get some cavalry from Nevada. There we go. So that's going to be 20 battalions over there. So that's going to get us to... Once we get the extension for the regular army, we'll have 100 regular battalions. And there we go. Socialism unlocked. So that's unlocking new... well, quite a few new things. Actually, does that unlock the new movement already? Not yet, but it has the potential for it, I suppose. Let's have a look. So we were... Oh yeah, we just completed that. So dynamite is spreading now. So let's actually have a look. Steel frame buildings, if that hasn't been... No, that's got to be done before we even get to that. We could go for the identification documents, I guess. That would be one option. Civilized admission could also be somewhat handy. Or the... Well, the camera could be useful. The loss of pragmatism. Yeah, the mutual funds. That would increase the minting. So even more money. I think I'm going to go with the identification documents, just so that we can complete that real quick. But yeah, the steel frame buildings is going to be done before we get around to that. But yeah, dynamite. And we'll hopefully have... Oh yeah, rubber mastication is almost done. That's good. I do actually wonder, is there then already potential for rubber plantations down here? No, not yet. There probably will be, though. Perhaps we should also help a little bit Liberia in terms of getting their industries up. Well, we'll go ahead and build up another logging camp in there. Give them a bit of a hand. Temporary embarrassment. Ambitious middle-strata citizens are opposing proportional taxation on the grounds that when they inevitably become wealthy capitalists, they will be excessively taxed. So then we'll get tax cuts. So we'll have a little bit less income tax rate right now. For 2 years. We'll get plus 10% chance. Yeah, I think that's fine. We've got such a massive income right now anyway. So much so that I'm going to reduce the taxes and... Oh, wait, never mind. It went down quite a bit, suddenly. Not that is entirely surprising. Right, so has the... No, that movement has not materialized yet. I suppose we've got the labour movement at least, so that's good. And the trade unions are still only 8.5%. Oh, I was hoping them to be a bit more stronger, but I guess that's going to have to wait. Well, it looks like Brazil and Bolivia are fighting a war. Yeah, so they are. What was that war about, actually? I didn't have a look. Oh, they're basically going to be conquering... Not quite everything. But, like, Bolivia is going to be these two states after this war, if they... Or when they lose, most likely. Oh, Afro-Caribbean National Awakening in Jamaica. Well, good on them. Oh, there we go. And now starting to build the steel mills that we started. Gonna take a while, though. Of course, right now, since it's not being built on full speed. And I believe the railway is going to be soon completed as well. So that's going to be quite handy. How far are we from the... I think we do need to get a little bit government administrations. We'll go out and get 2 of these built already. An offer for Alaska. Oh, perfect. Wait, 1 or 3 million? Oh, yeah, yeah. Sure. Alaska purchase. So we've got quite a bit expensive right now, but we have Alaska. And there's a bit of people in there. I suppose, first of all, we probably want to get, or make sure that we have a... Oh, there's already a port there. Good. There's some gold fields already. There. Oh, let's get the gold mines there. There's the waiting stations, which are not using the steam-powered stuff yet. So we can use the gas street lighting in there at least. And also probably the public trams as well. Actually, that reminds me. Are we using public trams on most of our places already? Oh, also the artillery. We should probably get the preacher-loading artillery finally. Actually producing. So urban centers, yeah, we'll start using gas street lighting everywhere. And also the public trams, we were already using it basically everywhere. So that's good. Now let's actually have a look at the market again briefly. How is our situation for the clippers? Do we still have a whole lot? And also, how's the demand for steamships? We still got a little bit extra steamers, not massive amounts. We've got a little bit extra clippers as well, so we could probably go ahead and switch one of the smaller shipyards into producing the steamships instead. Like the one in Maine, for example. Start producing steamships. How's our supply for coal looking like? We've got a little bit extra, but we are also importing a whole lot. So perhaps that's something that we should perhaps just go ahead and start building some coal mines now. We're already building in a few places. Oh, Kentucky's got a whole lot of capacity. Okay, we'll build some mines there. We'll get a little bit in West Virginia and Ohio and Pennsylvania. Could get quite a few actually, I reckon. Massachusetts could get a few as well. So then we can start using the... Oh, there we go. Acquisition Alaska completed. So we got that one. There will eventually be oil found there. Is that actually... Who's got the homelands? Okay, so we don't have a homeland in there. So it's going to be 20 years to incorporate this. But it's probably going to be fine. We'll have a bit more bureaucracy soon enough, and we'll probably go ahead and just bring in... Once those two are done, we'll bring the other 3 to the top of the list. There we go. So that's going to get us the bureaucracy situation at least mostly sorted out. Now, we've still got 7 years for the Hawaii situation. We'll see how that goes. Oh. You require a national awakening in Kansas. Alright then. And there's another civil war, or war in... well, it's not a civil war, it's an actual war in Ethiopia. I'm not probably going to declare neutrality on that for now. And, oh, which is 1 success away from the proportional taxation. Now, admittedly, we're losing a lot of money, but at the same time, it's not that bad. Oh, there we go, the railway completed. Russia's damaging relations again. Well, fair enough, I suppose. Let's see. With the route between Atlantic Pacific complete, the door is open for greater settlement of American West. West Coast shall be just as prosperous as the East. So we'll get a whole lot more migration in there, because one of the achievements, of course, is the Go West Young Man. Or one of the achievements that we're trying to get. So if we can start getting a bit more population down here, perhaps we should also start building some stuff in here. We've got a bit of farming in there. We'll get the whaling stations down here, first of all, in Washington. And also probably in Oregon. And, well, we've got the gold mines in there. We'll get the whaling stations over here in California as well. That means that there's going to be a bit more demand for the steamships. We'll get a lot of meat, and we'll get some oil out of it as well. So we can be essentially the leading producer on oil, I think, still. Let's actually have a look. Are we the leading producer in oil? We are. Also the leading producer on porcelain, gold, clothing, clippers, lead. The number 2 in steamers, men of wars, glass, groceries, tobacco, fabric. And then there's a few others that we are number 3 in there. But yeah, so we get a decent prestige. We're not quite there to... Well, I suppose once we get a bit of increase on the military side of things, we'll probably be catching up with the Germans a bit further. I wonder, actually... Well, I suppose we can have a look at that through the ledger a bit easier. Yeah, there's only a 100-point difference between us and the Germans. I suppose there's also a Great Qing that is high on there, but since they are not a recognized country, it doesn't matter as much. But we're definitely rivaling... If we have a look at GDP, we're number 5. We're rivaling Britain, actually. And then Germany is a little bit higher there. And our standard of living, 14.2, is actually in the top 10 right now, which is a bit surprising. Considering that we've got a population of 35 million, that's quite a bit. I suppose it's the taxation stuff. Oh, South Italian mass migration from 2 Sicilies to California and the surrounding states. Oh, so it continues, rather. We've already had some population moving to California. Now the problem is just getting population moving into Washington, and Oregon's already 400,000 as well, so Washington just needs to get a lot of pops moving in. And it is getting, well, it's not really getting a lot of migration yet. I suppose one of the things that we could do in here, start getting some coal mines. Maybe a little bit logging camps as well. Actually, what modifiers do we have here? Plus 20 infrastructure from Columbia River and Cascade, so infrastructure is reduced slightly. And the state construction efficiency is reduced slightly. We've got a decent bit of infrastructure. I suppose we could also go out and get a port over here. And we'll maybe go ahead and build a bit of a railway down here. Down to California. Oh, France is having another war. And then backroom dealings exposed. Okay. Either we take a minus 15% success chance. We may take a minus 10%. Or we derive some benefit by participating ourselves. We'll take another setback. Enactment time is reduced. It would then leave us with just 1 setback and we fail. I think we're going to take the small hit on it by reducing bureaucracy. That is quite a reduction in there, actually, but we'll just have to live with that for now. Oh, there we go. There's the rubber mastication. So I suppose what I could do is I can now build up the rubber plantations in New Granada. Now, are they... I don't suppose... No, we can't invite them into the power block quite yet, but they are getting closer. Although, not close enough. Looks like the, oh, yeah, the Germans are increasing their leverage now. We'll still be the leading one, but it's, not really increasing our leverage too much right now. That's a bit of a shame. Business we built, oh, right, Russian National Awakening. So we did build up a bit of the, administration buildings. I can see that we need more. Let's see, where do we need a lot of taxation? Ohio could still use a bit of boost. We'll get a 5 in there then. Might not be the most effective, but that's right. The steel mills are nearly done, then we'll get a whole lot more logging camps. And then we'll start... Oh, right, the North Dakota... Oh, Nevada has discovered some gold. Yeah, we've got 3 gold fields there. Good to get some maybe livestock ranches in here or something. Or just the iron mines, really. That would... Oh, construction efficiency is very high. Oh, the Great Basin Desert. Yeah, so farming's not really good. Infrastructure is going to be quite small. Construction is going to be very slow. No, I'm going to get some Arts Academy in there, sure. So they can produce at least something that is going to be somewhat profitable. Oh, Britain and France are fighting. Because what's this about? Algiers? Okay, so it's fighting largely in Africa, but also Perak, which is down here, is a subject of... I guess that's subject of Britain. Well, they're in the British market, yes. Okay. Well, I wonder how that's gonna go. Our infamy is still a little bit higher. Of course, we're still spending a whole lot of money, but once the timed event, or the, yeah, the yearly thing over here, once we paid for Alaska, we should be fine. Oh, Steam Donkey is spreading. Okay. We're still getting the dynamite ourselves, but I suppose that's still going to be useful. Oh, that's gonna then unlock the path for the pump tracks. Oh. And we got the invasion at 100. We still need to increase the amount of universities, actually. So let's go and build a few more of those. Pennsylvania's got 5. We'll get another... Actually, where do we have a whole lot of peasants? Ohio could use a bit more. Massachusetts could... Well, actually, Illinois is going to get another... We'll get 5 universities in there. It might be a little bit overkill. We can then perhaps go and build us some more stuff in there. Like, the motor industries are going to be fine for the time being. There is plenty of workers available. There might not be enough qualifications necessarily. All the motor industry are just not really profitable right now. That's actually probably what's going on. And what's the... right, water tube boiler. That would reduce the worker counts, but that might not really be worthwhile right now. I guess it's in the states where we have a low amount of peasants and a high number of industries. In those places, it might be worthwhile to start getting some of the worker reduction things. But even then, it might not really be worthwhile quite yet. So what's in high demand? Wood, groceries, and steel. Or high quantities of demand, at least. The price themselves might not be the highest. Oh, Belgium signs with France? Alright then. What are they offering? Regime change in crucial states if we back them in the... I don't know if that's really something that would sway me. I'm going to decline that. But I could maybe negotiate support for war goal, and maybe transfer subject. The crucial states, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick. Hudson Bay Company, they would not. But yeah, Nova Scotia or New Brunswick, we could try to get, if we really wanted to join in this war. I don't know if we are quite ready for that level of violence, though. What else would there be then in Hunger State? Newfoundland, British Guatemala. Oh, yeah, Guatemala could be somewhat handy to get rid of that one. Indian Ocean Territory, South Atlantic Islands, Bahamas, Bermuda, Jamaica, Upper Canadian Quebec. Yeah, the Mosquito Kingdom. I don't know, like that could be a potential. Alright, British Guatemala, of course, is down here. Let me just double check the situation of troops right now. The Perak, of course, is part of that war. They will, of course, have all these subjects in there. Which means that they're actually... How much do the Canadians have troops? So, that's 13 from New Brunswick, 10 from Nova Scotia, 29 from Upper Canada. That's Cape Colony. So, I guess that's mostly it. That is a lot of nations in there. I wonder... I suppose they're taking Sierra Leone already, so... And I don't have interest down here in Africa, other than, I guess, Liberia or Senegal. So I probably wouldn't be able to take much land from them in here. Like, we are one of the ones that could probably tip the scales a little bit, but the British would have the naval supremacy. So our war goals would probably be something up here, rather than going overseas. But I'm actually probably not going to join right now. The infamy is still a bit of a problem. We'll still have a chance to fight the British. I'm just going to declare neutrality right now. Because I don't think they'd be promising too much for us that we actually want right now. But I do see that we are actually out of time for this episode, so if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll take the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye bye.